Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of FireCore Fantasies.
This is my last episode ever.
He'll be resigning. Ryan's got a pizza story to tell us.
I don't know if you remember Rita, who I worked with in registration.
Talk to the audience because
I
don't
am.
know.
Okay, well, I'm asking of you, but okay, so I worked with this older woman, Rita, and I remember we ordered pizza from Stella's one night, and she...
He just disappeared. He literally just disappeared because he couldn't take it.
Just tapped out. Anyway, so Rita was going on this like no carb kick, and so she ordered a pizza from Stella's without the crust.
What?
Just like really confused the staff there. Like they put the phone down, and I could hear them talking in the background. They're like, well, basically, this is just going to be like a plastic tray filled with pizza sauce, and she wanted mushrooms on it and cheese. So they literally gave her like this rectangular like dish with pizza sauce, mushrooms, and cheese, and heated it up for her and delivered it to her. Like, we don't want to do this for you, but since you're paying, we have to.
That's food service for you. Yeah.
So it is possible to get a crustless pizza.
Did she eat the whole thing?
No, she took a couple bites. She didn't eat much, though. She was very frail. I mean, she still is frail, but she very sweet, sweet old Jewish lady. But no, she would frequently buy food and then take like a bite or two of it and then just throw it out.
Do you think that she's actually human?
I don't.
She's just pretending to eat.
I gotta keep this up.
Did she specifically
Like
ask you to get food with her?
Every time she eats, it causes her like extreme amount, like her alien body, extreme amounts of pain.
And
Yeah,
gas.
I can see that. Yeah. So you're missing with these grenades pretty hard.
He's a hard misser.
Well,
Oh, am I dead or am I going?
you are dead.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's like
Berserk mode or
old
death.
age or like games have changed. But I find when I like play video games now like this, I get motion sick.
Really?
Yeah,
Shouldn't
you-
that mic be closer to you?
Do you have to change the subject every time I bring this up?
Yeah, there's a lot going on visually here. A lot of shakiness.
There's a lot of people on this couch.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
Yeah, I told you we could just turn the AC on up in here.
You don't have cooled seats here? You don't have
I picked that health up for myself.
Yeah, you're going drowsy.
I am like I've watched in the last week. I've watched video games one other time,
Really?
and that time I also started to get queasy.
Are you eating enough?
What game was it?
Define enough.
What game were we playing, Carly, that was making me sick? It was Okami, right?
Okami was awful for your motion sickness.
Yeah, I was like, I got the same way.
Well, that was like the you were moving in the foreground, and then the sky was moving in weird directions, and like everything else was like throwing the balance of the game off. So I can like understand why it would, but this too is like.
But so I just find little dolls.
I
of
feel like
myself?
it's when he like moves with the gun and everything starts blurring, and you're just kind of whipping your head around a bunch because you're lost. Doesn't help things either.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's also like when you go in and you like start tearing
Oh yeah.
limbs off of these creatures.
And like it's
just,
just
like,
the general like motion of everything is very jerky.
It's the motion in the ocean. It's not doing it.
You're right though. It's like the camera angle changes so frequently that you
Yeah.
don't have like a consistent point of view.
There's nothing to actually ground you in the game
Would
other
you-
than your gun, which is just like
Great.
what?
Which is awesome. Would you rather play Smurfs 2?
Absolutely.
I got blown up again.
Makes me a different kind of sick.
John and I went shopping for new games, and we specifically asked the manager of the GameStop to suggest the worst possible games that he could find.
It's like we're gonna try to buy Smurfs, the video game, in about 15 minutes, and you are not to let us.
He gave us some great suggestions. I'm really excited about it, guys.
Great, some great bad suggestions.
Yes.
What did he suggest?
Oh, there's one. I have it written down actually.
Purgatory. All right, I'm gonna.
While you're looking for that, what is that game that Andy Jackal is playing with the shower with your dad game?
That's the father simulator.
Shower with your dad.
That's gonna be long over by the
is
time. Actually, I think
hilarious.
this episode is going up in like the day after we record it. So.
Spoiler.
Who
You
cares?
heard it here first. But yeah, so far this game really like I don't like that you zoom in a lot and start tearing these creatures apart.
Well, you don't.
I like how they explode.
I don't think you're supposed to do it as much as I do it.
What does that tell you, John?
I know. Well, don't you remember when you played Gears of War, you would like always chainsaw everyone?
Do not question my
Like,
Gears of War playing.
I
I am very good at Gears of War.
No,
Sean,
I know, but we would like play online, like me, you, Pat Clark, and Jim Smith, and like
Sean chainsawed the main boss of the game.
I know,
We beat him in like seconds.
I know you were not supposed to kill him that way. Like the game literally did not want that to happen. You somehow made that happen. No, but I remember like during the game we would play online together, and we would all just chat and whatever you do when you're playing online with people, and like you would be in the same like house as me, and like I would not know where you were in the level, and like you would not talk, but then you would just show up and start like chainsawing people.
That was a
Like,
phantom.
like in the middle of like this fierce fight between the rest of us and the bad guys. Yeah, you just like moved through the shadows.
just everyone's having this like super awesome fight, and you just come
Yeah.
plowing them down. It's kind of like Dead Rising.
I've never played Dead
Just
Rising.
Dead Rising's great.
I actually have never played Dead Rising either.
Dual chainsaws and you just go at
That's
it.
the third one, isn't it?
What? The
Dead
du-
Rising 3 that you can do the dual chainsaws.
Two, I
Chainsers.
think.
Chainsers.
I'm not.
Where
entirely
am I? I
sure.
like backtracked to the beginning of the level.
I don't. Is there a map? I don't think it'll help, but is there a map?
There should be a map.
There should always be a map.
So I'm wondering when you're gonna get indoors, and you've already been here before.
You know, I don't know.
It said that if you press the pad thing, it'll give you objectives. Discover the cause. Awesome.
I'm gonna slow. This is the fastest I can move through the map.
Wow. Okay, so you have to get up there.
Alright, I have to get up there. Up where?
You exited out of the map, so I can't. Like, okay, do you see the white dot over there? Like in the corner, like way up there? I'm
hold on, let me get up to it. God bless you. Right
Excuse
up her.
me.
Yeah, I think that's your objective. No,
Hold on, I'm
maybe
almost
not.
there.
Maybe?
Right here?
That's not even on the. What?
Things
I don't
like-
know.
things
It's
on
not even
plane
on the
8.
key.
Well, we're gonna play this by ear.
Might be on the catwalk.
Don't worry. We'll figure it out.
Have you been up here yet?
I have not. You know, so far I'm not crazy about this
There's a
game.
door. Can you go in the door?
Like it's okay.
Do you? Well, you need a red key card.
I need a red key card. Whoa.
Hey. I mean, it's definitely interesting for a shooter. Like, I don't usually play shooters, so this is all
It's all new to you.
new. Not new, but like
It's all Greek to me.
weird experiences. Mostly because I'm bad at shooters, but
Really.
yeah.
John, you're upsetting Adrian.
I know. Adrian's opted out of this play session.
I'm looking up trivia about Doom.
All right, you don't have to spoil
Playing a
everything.
one match. Is this some
I'm
green?
just trying to play with Pokemon
yeah.
Go.
Do you have to press anything to pick those up, or do you just look at them?
That you just pick them up and look at them.
Okay, that did not answer my question.
You
Actually,
You
said
do not have to
both.
press anything. No. Nay. Nay. I don't know. I mean, like, how do you think this stacks up to the original Doom?
I didn't play the original Doom extensively.
The lighting's a lot better.
So that's
Generally
part of what
speaking.
made it scary. I don't know. I feel like the original one was creepier than this.
Yeah. Things
Also,
are like,
Doom Cubed was creepier than this.
Really? On the GameCube?
No, I think it came out for the PC. I had it for the PC.
What's
I
Doom?
downloaded it at when I was at UMass, and it turned out to be just a lot of porn. I did not notice a slight spelling error in the name.
Doom Cube.
It's just like one letter off, and
Doom Cubed. There's your title for the episode. All right, maybe this is telling us where to go.
Maybe.
Looks like a little power plant here, and resource operation. Oh no, this is a loading
Wait,
thing.
I think Doom 3 was the one that was on Xbox also.
yeah.
When did that come out?
Well, that was I think it was Doom Cubed.
Oh, it was just like Doom with like
The Cubed.
took
The
words
last
right out of my mouth.
the O and the M shifted, so it's Domo. Doom 3 Domo.
Yeah, that's it.
Moto.
That's-
Doom 3 stylized as Doom Cubed.
It actually says that is for everyone stylized.
Looks like they've replaced the O's with zeros as well.
So
Yeah,
perhaps
I
you
could-
found a version that actually had zeros.
I don't think
Yeah,
it was
that's the one
zeros.
I played.
Doom
that one for
boob.
Xbox.
All right.
Microsoft Windows, not to be confused with
Know your enemy.
The
Xbox,
other- Yeah.
Linux, Mac OS.
So yeah, this is the fourth one then, right?
Oh, you got a voicemail.
It's actually the fourth one.
The sentient intelligence assigned to Mars. After running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can activate optional challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated
It's
pace.
so contrived.
I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
Thank you.
So that voice sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Doesn't it seem contrived that like his armor and intelligence like has a built-in challenge
Yes.
that allows you to upgrade
It's
things?
like, I'm just.
Just give it to me.
You could have upgrades, but I'm gonna make you work for it.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like real life.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. Like the darkness of the levels did make it a lot scarier. There's no like jump scare in this at all.
Well, I just remember the noise of the imps, like being very creepy.
Yeah.
It like was this really crappy like MIDI file of like hoofs clacking.
That's awesome.
This guy heard that once in the bathroom stall of the old high school.
Arby's.
So
Yeah.
there was
Arby's.
Doom. Oh wait, there's something.
Isn't that creepy? You don't think that's
Not
creepy?
really. Like I kind of expect it now. I don't know.
So it's low power. I need to power it.
Maybe because you guys are here with me.
It's not as scary because you're not alone.
There's Doom in 1993, Doom 2 Hell on Earth, Final Doom, Doom 3,
Doom cubed.
also known as Doom Cubed,
Okay.
Resurrection of Evil, Doom 64,
Oh.
Oh, I
Quality
didn't know
game.
about that.
Doom RPG,
Well,
Doom Resurrection, Doom 2 RPG,
Oh my gosh.
and now
Doom.
2 Resurrection.
too much doom. Too many dooms.
Redoom.
I had Doom
Doom.
64. I played Doom 64.
Especially now. And what will be your final
Hello, nice lady.
in this world?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through these chronologically and just spout non sequiturs about
Oh, wonderful.
I'm pulling up some Doom sound effects here.
Put him on. Those are creepy.
Yeah, it was worse.
Those are gonna peak on the audio track so much.
if we're lucky. Wow.
It does sound kind of like Dodger. Yeah.
Did you just kill yourself?
This one looks like a meatball with an eye.
Beholder.
That was a cat. So where are those in this game?
They're not.
That's what I want to know.
Like, what do they do with all those? Those sound effects had to go somewhere.
You're in the ether.
I mean, like, you
Was
can...
that just like a video on YouTube of all the Doom soundtracks?
Yes, it was.
You know how much money you could make from making a video like that?
None.
Not a lot.
None. They're copyrighted.
Are they really?
I don't know, maybe.
I doubt it.
Probably not.
McConaughey? Oh shit! Oh, those are the
What?
those are the little imps. Look at the like.
Well, see,
hand-
what's kind of weird too is that originally, like the zombies, they had guns. And they would fire at you. So these must be like the current imps.
I'm sure the zombies with guns will come.
No, but
Sorry.
those were like the most basic like bad guys.
Like that guy?
Yeah, they were like you but zombified.
Oh.
It's like just give me a second.
So, like, these guys are like that, except they lack the guns. And
You comparing me to this thing?
not...
Well, yeah.
I mean,
It says
sure.
the original Doom.
Oh, see, he's got a gun.
The original Doom was 3 9-level episodes, was distributed via shareware and mail order. And then in 1995, they made a retail version with an additional
On
final
fire.
episode added to it.
This was a TV show?
No, like the 9 levels would make up one episode of the plot,
Oh.
like one section of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you could get like the first part for free. I think the
Mhm.
first part was free. I think that's what the shareware is. But yeah, I remember it came on floppy disk. Actually, I think I just threw them out a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
You need to find.
No,
those
I'm like
discs.
completely serious. So you
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, what are you gonna play a floppy disk on now?
can't.
I
I
know.
can't. I mean, you could buy like an external floppy drive, but
But who's gonna do that?
I mean, you can also just get, like you said, for free on Xbox. too,
Yeah,
if you
that
buy
too.
it.
you probably have to buy it now. Which is kind of ironic that at one point it was distributed for free, and now you probably have to pay like $10.
Well, they eventually made it, or they made a retail version that had an additional episode added to it.
This was the original Doom?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
And
Well,
then,
so yeah, what was the final
It's like
episode?
now that they're all dead, I kind of
I
miss
don't
them.
know. It doesn't
I'm a little lonely now.
say. It was just called The Ultimate Doom, an update release of the original game featuring a 4th
Ah,
episode.
shit.
Yeah, no, that was not the retail because they sold like the packaged version of the original. The Ultimate Doom came
Oh.
out after the second one, I believe, or maybe in between the first and the second.
It was released in 1995. Maybe it was after. I don't know. Yeah,
When-
you're right. Because then it goes on to say that Doom continued with Doom 2 in 1994.
Thy Flesh Consumed was the name of it, I believe.
And
So were all these was like the story throughout all these games like a continuous plot?
I don't know.
So this
Yeah,
one
so
guy...
like yeah, if I remember, it starts off where you're like in the base and everything's just gone down, and you are just trying to like find your way out, but you eventually, I think the final boss was the arachnoid or something, some giant spider brain thing. And that was the end of the first game, and you think like you've destroyed it, but in the second game, you end up going through the portal into hell.
Jeez, there are a lot of enemies here.
Don't worry,
you
you
can-
just
you can
karate chop
verify
him in
it.
half.
Say again?
No, I think so. The first one takes place. I think like you're trying to like fight. You're trying to fight your way through the base, and just take out as many of those things as you can because there's no hope of you being rescued.
Right.
And you end up fighting like the spider mastermind, which is like the final boss, the supposedly the one that's behind the mess. But in the second game, I think it turns out that you get like transported to hell or something. And that's like where the second game goes. You actually end up in hell.
Hmm.
And you have to fight like some sort of demon, which is basically just a wall. I remember at the end of the second game it was like a wall and you had to like shoot the wall. It was living and it like kept spawning all these different demons in the room.
Oh.
You okay, bro?
Hmm.
And then I
Wow.
don't remember, and then the Ultimate Doom came out. And
He good? He alright? Oh.
I think that like extra set of episodes at the end was just supposed to be like expert or very challenging levels. I don't even think really added anything to the story. I think they were just like levels.
What is this?
Also, we are at 21 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know where to go. We'll be back in another episode. We're gonna figure out what to do with this thing. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.